And at first, I like to share the passages from the Nirvana Sutra, which is quoted in chapter on Shinjin of Jodo Shinshu. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. 涅槃行義の玉枠、善男子大事大悲を名付けて仏性と、何をもってのゆえに、大慈悲は常に菩薩に従うこと影の形に従うがごとし、一切主情を常についに定めてまさに大事大悲をうべし、このゆえにときて一切主情を出仏性というなり、大事大悲は名付けて仏性とす、仏性は名付けて如来とすと。The Nirvana Sutra states, Good sons, great love and great compassion are called Buddha nature. Why? Because great love and great compassion always accompany the Bodhisattva, just as shadows accompany things. All sentient beings will, without fail, ultimately realize great love and great compassion. Therefore, it is taught, all sentient beings are possessed of Buddha nature. Great love and great compassion are Buddha nature. Buddha nature is Tathagata. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Good morning, everyone. And good to see you, everybody, in person and online. And, we now have a really wonderful, how do I say, displays on the side. I don't know if you see, thank you, Charlie. So we have two screens in Hondo now. Yeah, thank you, Chris, for coordinating the purchase and setup of the screens. But anyway, I am participating Ango, which is a summer study session by Nishi Hongwanji, every evening since last Sunday. And we finished half of the schedule, and we have one more week to go. I lost about 2 pounds, maybe 2-3 pounds. So good diet. So if you are on diet, maybe consider going to Ango. You will lose the weight. But I have exam on Tuesday, so that I have to prepare for the exam. So did I chant Sambujo right? Okay, I was thinking something. So I felt like I did 4 times. The Sangeraku, it's 3 times, right? But I felt like I did 4 times. But okay, good to know. So it was July 18, 2011, when I arrived to the United States from Japan to be the minister of Buddhist Churches of America. And BCA is headquarters of North America district of Nishi Hongwanji head temple in Kyoto. And I believe I talked about it, but we have few other overseas districts in Hawaii, Canada, and Brazil, and BCA. So we also have sanghas in many countries in Europe and other part of the world. But we have bishops in each overseas districts. So we have a total of 5 bishops in Japan, Canada, United States, Hawaii, and Brazil. And I believe I have never met a bishop in Japan. And I am sure he has a driver wherever he goes. So, I was so surprised to see Bishop of the time, Reverend Koshin Ogui, came to pick me up to the airport by, driving his car. But, Bishop of BCA is selected from among the ministers of BCA. So our relationship is really, close, flat, and frank. So, it's really nice to be in BCA. The day on July 18th, 2011, I stayed in San Francisco. And next day, member of the Buddhist Church of Florence in Sacramento came to pick me up and headed Sacramento. The member and his family is still close to the Sugahara family, and we visit them every time I go to Sacramento. And every temple in BCA is every temple in DC is different and have unique characters, I believe. Foreign, they love to eat and drink all the time. members formed a group called Lotus Club and came to take care of the temple ground every Thursday and always had lunch at the temple afterwards. So since minister's residence was in the temple ground, I was always asked to come to the lunch or join the lunch on Thursdays. And one of the members, he really loved to drink, always handed me beer. So we had food and drink together every week from the lunchtime, every Thursday. And, I thought, what a nice place to be, right? I can drink and eat from the noon, and, nobody complain about it. But Lotus Club was formed after a few years of my assignment at Florence. But people of Florence always like to eat and drink. So I ate a lot and drink a lot since the first day I arrived to Florence. Then within a few months, I felt my body so heavy, right? I weighed myself and found out I gained 20 pounds in few months, right? Since I came to the United States. So this is one of the reasons I started a Chinese martial arts training. And a few days ago, I weighed myself and, my weight came back exactly the same weight when I came to the United States. So I finally dropped 20 pounds after 11 years. This has nothing to do with today's Dharma talk, but, I was happy, so I wanted to share. But anyway, I was assigned Oregon Buddhist Temple June 1st, 2017. And Oregon Buddhist Temple is a wonderful temple and wonderful Sangha of many talents, right? I'm really happy to have many talents who have musical talents, and also we have people of artistic talents, right? And during the pandemic, one of the person of artistic talent passed away, and the family donated the beautiful woodwork by him. His name is Mr. Shinichi Miyazaki. He was a wood artist, and a chair made by him in 1975 is displayed at a Smithsonian American Museum in Washington, D.C. And this is the chair made by Mr. Miyazaki. The title is Mugen, and Mugen meaning unlimited, infinite, immeasurable. So I'm not sure if he made the chair thinking about Amida Buddha, the Buddha of immeasurable life and light. But this is a chair made by him, displayed at the Smithsonian Museum. And before pandemic, he used to come to the temple services, and I often chatted with him after the service. And he said he was in Boston, Massachusetts before he moved to Oregon. And he attended group organized by late Reverend Dr. Taitetsu Unno. And I remember Mr. Miyazaki mentioning the altar created for the group. And I'm not sure if the woodwork we received from his family in the lobby or this picture refers to the altar he mentioned, but this is a beautiful woodwork by Mr. Miyazaki. And you see the 6 characters in front. And this is saying, Namo Amida Butsu, right? Namo Amida Butsu. And I really love this work by Mr. Miyazaki. And I feel that this shape of the wood, express the dynamic working of the name Namo Amida Butsu. And on the back, it said, Issai Shujo Shitsu Bussho, meaning all sentient beings all sentient beings are possessed of the Buddha nature. So this is a word from the Nirvana Sutra, and it appeared in the passage I shared at the beginning. And generally, this word is understood that Buddha nature is something we are possessed of, or we possess the Buddha nature within us. So, that is the potential for us to attain Buddhahood inside of ourselves. But our Buddha nature is covered by the blind passions or afflictions. So we need to remove the blind passions in order to attain Buddhahood. This is the general understanding, Buddha nature. But from here, I would like to share my understanding. So, you don't need to listen maybe, but, you don't have to follow my understanding. But, let me share what I think about this word, Buddha nature. Okay. And one of the texts I have at my house, it said Buddha nature is Buddha Dhatu in Sanskrit. And the text translated the word Dhatu as element. So, Buddha's element, that is Buddha nature. But according to the Princeton Dictionary of Buddhism, the word dhatu in epistemology means elements, right? But in cosmology, it means realm. And also according to one of the scholars, late Dr. Jikido Takasaki, Buddha nature is not the potential for us to attain Buddhahood, but from the view of Buddha, there are no distinction between those who are able to attain Buddhahood who are not able to attain Buddhahood. So I could say that the Buddha nature is the working of Buddha, which embraces us always. So Buddha nature is not something we are possessed of, but we are embraced by the Buddha nature, the working of the Buddha always. So then the Chinese characters. First two, Issai means all. Shujo means beings. And Shitsu means altogether, all or entirely. And U means exist. And Bussho means Buddha nature or Buddha Dhatu. So usually this is read as all beings are possessed of Buddha nature. But there are many ways we can read Chinese. And I am sure that we can read this as all beings exist in Buddha nature or Buddha Dhatu. So again, instead of having Buddha nature inside of us, we are embraced by Buddha nature. And this makes more sense to me. According to Master Tanran, great love and great compassion is the matter of Buddha. It's not the love and compassion of the sentient beings, but great love and great compassion is the love and compassion of the Buddha. And we are always in the working of great love and great compassion of the Buddha. And it follows just like a shadow. And the Nirvana Sutra said, Buddha nature is Tathagata. And Tathagata means came from darkness, suchness, oneness. So it is the formless Buddha nature taking the form to reach us. That is Tathagata. And taking the form as Tathagata of unhindered light, filling the quarters. This is the working of the name Namo Amida Butsu. So the light of Amida Buddha is unhindered. Nothing can be obstacle for us and to attain Buddhahood. Nothing can be obstacle for the working of the light of Amida Buddha. So even though we possess blind passions, we are able to attain Buddhahood because of the working of the name Namo Amida Butsu. Right? So I am feeling that this passage, Issai Shujo Shitsu Bussho, is expressing that instead of possessing the Buddha nature inside of us, we are embraced by the great love and compassion of the Buddha, the work of the name Namo Amida Butsu always. And also, I did not quote the words today, but later in the same passage from the Nirvana Sutra, it said, great Shinjin is Buddha nature. Great Shinjin is Buddha nature. So in Jodo Shinshu, we often express that we receive Shinjin, entrusting heart from Amida Buddha. So if Buddha nature is inside of us, then Shinjin or entrusting heart should be inside of us. But we are receiving Shinjin, entrusting heart from Amida Buddha. We are embraced by the working of the name Namo Amida Butsu always. And I don't know if you remember the metaphor of the soup of the Dharma. I often use soup of the Dharma. But we are always in the soup of the Dharma. And it is matter of whether we discard the mind of doubt, mind of self-power or not. Okay? And the mind of self-power is like putting ourselves in the container. You know, I'm sure you have watched the Pixar movie, Nemo, before, Finding Nemo, right? At the end, the fishes try to escape from dentist by putting themselves in plastic bag. Do you remember that? Then when they reached the ocean, they could not swim the ocean because of the plastic bag, right? You know, when they can swim the ocean is when they are free from the plastic bag. So it is the same for us. Amida Buddha's working is always here with us. But if we are putting ourselves in the plastic bag container, we can now receive the working, even though we're always in the Buddha nature, right? So accepting the working of Amida Buddha without doubt or without plastic bag, this is Shinjin and trusting heart, right? So again, instead of we are possessed of Buddha nature, we are in the Buddha nature always. And we are always in the working of Amida Buddha. So when we realize this, we begin to live with appreciation, gratitude, and we'll be more aware of our self-centered action in our daily lives and self-reflect our daily actions. So today, I try to talk about my understanding of the word Issai Shujo Shitsu Bussho. And I can appreciate more about the teaching when I understand that I am in the working of the name Namo Amida Butsu always. So if this makes sense to you, I'm happy about it. If not, then maybe you should come to the temple more often to listen to it. But anyway, so thank you for attending today's service. And in closing, Join Gassho, please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Nam.